Hey guys, welcome back to this place, and if you're new, then welcome here for the very first time. I'm Carmen, and today we are going to be watching Season 15, Episode 2 of Supernatural. It is called Raising Hell, and I'm excited and nervous to get into it after how emotional I found the last episode to be. I am watching this almost exactly after I watched the last one, so I'm still a little in my feels, I guess you would say. God has left the building. He brought back every bad thing that Sam and Dean have killed to fuck with them because he's a douchebag. Dean and Cass seem to be having some kind of tiff. I'm not 100% sure why. Sam shot when he shot God and the bullet ricocheted back to him. There's some kind of weird thing going on. We don't know what yet. We're a bit worried about him. They're throwing a lot of nostalgia at us, and I wasn't prepared. And so I'm very, about it. Yeah, what else? New demon possessing Jack, Belle for something. They called Rowena, so I'm assuming she might be in this episode. They contained all of the bad things into like a mile radius, at least the ones that haven't already left that mile radius, I assume. So yeah, let's just get into it and hopefully not cry as much in this episode. He's clearly acting weird.
Do you think they'll cancel this filming, Dee?
Like, in what way do you think that this person is acting normal?
That guy you just shot. It's Francis Tumblety.
Who?
Jack the Ripper.
Cool. Man went out. She never came back. We're gonna find her. We'll find a way.
Why are people always so fucking stupid? Oh, Lord.
It appears we were liberated by cataclysm at the hands of, ready? God himself. Yes. I overheard it from the louts who hold us captive. Hunters.
How do you know they're hunters?
I was just shot with rock salt. Wild guess. Further,
Because we have people outside that door who are barely keeping it together. We start talking murder.
Knock, knock. Am I interrupting something juicy?
Rowena!
No. We're hoping you can help.
Can you boys do nothing on your own? Very well.
clear the way. We're leaving. Open the warding now.
Yeah, obviously that's not gonna happen.
His insides are being torn apart by the spirit possessing him.
Well, they're already dead anyway if you were starting to rip their insides out. Catch?
Hello, lads.
I did see his name, unfortunately, at the beginning of the episode, but I wasn't expecting that to be him. I thought it was going to be like Cass.
My people were holding you prisoner and...
But you let me escape, and I haven't forgotten.
Fascinating.
Are they going to have sex?
That's what I do.
So long, so
They're going to have
all hands
sex.
on deck.
You're Belphegor.
He's heard of
And
it?
you're assisting Sam and Dean. I was asked to assassinate the demon Belphegor. Oh, I was told that Belphegor was a monstrous threat to humanity. Apparently not correct. Yes? Hmm?
Who told you that?
Our dad.
What?
She doesn't like you.
It is Amara.
Oh, I feel free to go deeper. Maybe not that deep. Oh! You! Hi, sis.
I wasn't expecting
On the light.
him to be in any more episodes.
So, how about the Game of Thrones ending? Pretty great, right?
Small talk.
Great.
Why are you here?
Was it though?
You said you'd keep us safe.
Well, don't fucking leave the area that they told you to stay in to be safe.
This is quite the list of ingredients.
So, tell me about Arthur Ketch.
Seems like you've met. Hey, find yourself another boy toy. You don't want to get involved with Catch.
Don't I?
I was gonna say, she definitely does.
Didn't I recognize and I dropped the puck? Ball. So, let's drop the ball. I didn't tell you about Jack after what happened with your mother.
I forgot about that.
You're angry.
Yes, I am angry. At everything. All of it. It turns out that we're just hamsters running in a wheel our whole lives. What do we have to show for it, huh?
You've saved the
You
world.
feel calm. God's been lying to you, Cass, forever. You bought into the biggest scam in history.
You don't think I'm angry? After what Chuck did, after what he took from me, he killed Jack. But that doesn't mean it was all a lie.
Really?
Yeah.
Even if we didn't know that all of the challenges that we face were born of Chuck's machinations, we call it life. Because that's precisely what life is. It's an obstacle course, and maybe Chuck designed the obstacles, but we ran our own race.
Yeah.
We made our own moves.
Yeah.
And mostly, we did well with that.
Did we?
Yes.
Nothing about our lives is real. Everything that we've lost, everything that we are, is because of Chuck. Maybe you can pretend that we actually had a choice. I can't.
You asked, what about all of this is real?
Don't say it, Cass. If you say us, I'm gonna.
We are.
Damn it! I fucking knew it. I was trying not to cry in this episode. Fuck. That's not good either. No, it was Kevin. Oh my god, is it our Kevin?
Kevin?
Is it our Kevin?
I don't believe it.
Yeah, I was gonna meet up with you guys sooner, but I kinda just got here. Kevin Tran, former prophet.
Arthur Ketch, former assassin.
What are you even doing here? You're supposed to be in heaven.
Yeah, not so much.
Chuck said he was sending you to heaven.
Yeah, what he said, not what he did.
Kevin's not even supposed to be in hell. Okay, so when this is all over, we're gonna send him up in heaven where he belongs.
Yeah, not gonna happen. Souls cast down to hell, that's the end of it. Heaven can't take them.
That's not true. Our dad made it
Yeah.
happen after he was in hell.
And Bobby Singer.
So God made an exception. Didn't he used to like you two?
That's not fair though. Kevin was good. You can feel it? So does he have a connection with God now?
Oh, you know how the Hellspawn are? All they talk about is Sam and Dean, Sam and Dean.
Okay.
I would.
I've had enough of it.
That's so ridiculous.
Francis said they have your boy.
Kevin? The soul catcher?
Is that what you're calling it?
I like soul catcher.
Whoever it
Dean doesn't even bother.
Unless there's a Winchester.
They know that the warding's been fading. They think if they mass all the ghosts at its weakest point, they'll be able to bust out.
Where's the weakest
Well, where's
point?
his weakest point? Catch? Son of a bitch.
The thing about souls is they're almost pure power. So even with the few trapped inside your little gizmo here, I am in possession of a massively powerful weapon.
Did Dean just shoot Ketch though? Like, he just straight up shot him with a real gun.
Sorry about the old iron bullets. There just didn't seem to be another way.
Hey, look, Mrs. You've killed me once. It's itching to do it again.
Well, there's that.
They didn't even get to have sex.
Kevin, being a ghost with nothing to hold you anywhere, that would be a terrible way to exist.
It's true.
Better than hell.
Look, I got two options. Hell or Earth. I won't go back to hell.
Kevin deserved to go to heaven.
I'm sorry, Kevin. I wish there was some way to make this right.
Me too. But there isn't. And sometimes you just gotta accept that. I love you guys.
I love you too.
Even on your best day, you couldn't force my hand. And this
It's not your best
is
day.
not your best day. Once, long ago, you sealed me away. Now, in a way, I'm doing the same to you.
Who would think I would be rooting for Amara, like back in the day? What the fuck?
We have to find another way before it's too late.
All right, that's what we'll do. Yeah.
Another really strong episode. I think my desire to not cry during the episode was not met. I cried again. I just think that this season is probably going to be a lot of me crying because they keep bringing stuff back that is emotional, like Kevin, or having these moments like the one between Dean and Cass where I just can't help but get emotional, because for Dean to now feel like their life doesn't mean anything because they didn't actually choose any of it just breaks my heart, because last season we finally had Dean who was accepting himself and accepting his life because they saved people and the world, and he was proud of that and proud of who he had become. And if you've watched Supernatural for all these 15 seasons, which I'm assuming you have if you're watching this, you know how long it took for Dean to get to that point, you know? Like, I get emotional because Dean is literally my favorite character in television history. And he finally accepted himself and loved himself and was happy with the way that his life went, you know, like he told John in that one episode. And so now to see him just questioning everything and feeling so upset and not understanding if any of their life means anything because it was real, which of course, because was it real? I mean, but like, of course it does. Like, it's so frustrating too, because it's like, you still saved the world and so many people, you changed people's lives, you know. I don't know, it's sad to see. And like for Cass to be like, you know what's real? We're real, which kind of almost parallels back in season, was it 4 or 5? I think it was the end of season 4 when, yeah, it was the end of season 4 when Dean says to Cass, when he's trying to convince him to rebel against heaven and help him and Sam, you know, it's real, people, families, like, this is what's real, we're real, you know. And now Cass is saying, if you don't know what's real, we are. Like, I don't know if that was an intentional parallel, but that's what I thought of. And it just, this is the family that the Winchesters built and chose, and you know, it's just like all Sam and Dean had was each other for such a long time, and then Cass came, and then they became Team Free Will and a little family of their own. And I just sorry y'all, I can't help but be emotional about it. I can't help but be emotional about it because I just love Cass so fucking much, and I love his addition to the show and the family, and I just want Dean to understand that regardless of what Chuck did, they still chose their own path. They still created their own life. Free will is just so important to Dean, and I think he's just thinking of when Michael said free will is an illusion and all that stuff, and thinking he was right, but I don't know. Dean is just breaking my heart this season and also pissing me off at the same time. But I love him, you know, he's my boy, but I don't know. I just want him to end up in a good place. You know, this is the very last season. I still want them to end up in a good place somehow. All of them. I need it, okay? Like, do you know how much of my life I've invested in this show? Oh, Lord. Changing the subject. Amara is back, which I did see her name at the beginning of the episode, and so I knew she was going to come back, and it's pretty cool the way she did. It's really interesting because I really did not like Amara in the season that she was in. I can't remember what season it was now. Season 12? Was it season 12 with the Mark of Cain? Season 10? I don't remember. I want to say it was season 12. All the power just went out in the house. So, yeah. Cool. Anyway, it came back, but hold on a second. Yeah, I really like him. I can't remember what season it was now. I want to say 12, but for some reason I do not think 12 is correct. But you can let me know in the comments below. Amara's back, and I'm actually totally on her side this time because, like, fuck Chuck, you know? Like, so, yeah. I'm on her side this time. I kind of hope she comes back some more. Ketch has returned as well, and now him and Rowena have this sort of will they, won't they, sexual tension thing, which is really funny. I don't ship it, but I don't dislike it either. It's just amusing, and I love Rowena, okay? Like, girl, yes, like, I freaking love Rowena. So any scene she's in, I'm gonna love. And it was very funny. I like the way they did it. It was good. Okay, so Kevin was also back, and it was our Kevin, our little Kevin from, God, was it season 7? Is season 7 when we met Kevin with all the Leviathan thing? There's been so many freaking seasons of this show, y'all. Yeah, I can't remember. But I think it was season 7 when we met Kevin. It was either 6 or 7. And I just love Kevin, and I'm glad that he came back. I'm really upset that God actually sent him to hell. Like, what the fuck? Kevin, I'm gonna cry again, y'all. Okay, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. But Kevin deserved to go to heaven, and that made me really emotional too. Like, to have Kevin back was great. I just love all of these people coming back for the final season. Like, can we get Bobby back? Oh my gosh, y'all. I would not survive that. I would not. If we got our Bobby back, it was a really good episode. I like the demon guy. I can't remember his name again. Belfazor. Sam and God have a link, because when Chuck touched the bullet thing, Sam felt it. So that's kind of weird. I kind of wonder, and I don't know if this is at all possible, and it's probably not, but if somehow the power that God has could be draining to Sam, so maybe at the end Sam becomes God. Like, is that possible? Is that crazy? Is that a crazy theory? That might be a crazy theory. That might just be like, yeah, not even possible. But I really don't know what's gonna happen, y'all, and it stresses me out a bit, honestly, because I just want, I mean, this is the end of the show, right? So I just want it to be good. So far, I've really liked both of these episodes. I thought they're really good. They kept me captivated. They made me cry like a little baby. As always, y'all, please let me know what you thought below. Tell me your favorite scenes. Tell me your least favorite scenes, or not least favorite, but tell me if anything upset you or made you cry like me. Tell me that you cried too, and I'm not just like a big baby. Tell me what you thought, and I will respond to as many comments as I can, as I always try to do, because I love talking to you guys about it. Like, yeah, talk to me about Supernatural, please. I'm obsessed with it. I'm not ready for it to be over, so let's just prolong this as much as we possibly can. Let me know what you thought below, and cry with me? I don't know. Until next time, bye guys.